Holy shit. I gotta ride the wave from that raid there. Let's do this shit. Oh, we'll do this here. Alright. Here we go. Now, last time I covered the quartering, I got a ton of new people who watched my video or my coverage of this guy. And a lot of people in the comments were really upset that I was labeling the quartering in certain ways, despite, according to them, not having enough evidence to make that claim. So, for example, yesterday I did a stream where I covered the quartering, right? Or not the quartering, no bullshit. And I say he is a white supremacist, which he is. And I got a lot of comments already in the last few hours from people saying, you can't just make that claim. You have no evidence to support that he's a white supremacist, and so on, right? So, if I make any claims about the quartering today, I'm going to try my best to substantiate them as much as possible. But I don't think it's going to be too difficult to do so, because the quartering is, and I cannot stress this enough, an insufferable cunt. The quartering is a grifter. He knows what he's doing. He's self-aware about it. He's very self-aware. At the beginning of many of his videos, what he'll do is, if there's like some new big controversy happening, like if Brie Larson says something, because holy fuck, this guy has a hate boner for Brie Larson, the actress who plays Captain Marvel. If Brie Larson says something that he doesn't like, what he'll do is he will start his video with like, haha, oh man, I can't wait, oh, this is gonna make me so much money, and he'll start out like typing in how much does it cost to buy whatever thing he wants to buy, just making a joke about how he plans to milk this shit dry until he's gotten as much money as he possibly can get out of this whole controversy, and he'll do it, dude. This guy uploads 3 videos a day. They're all just him ranting in front of his camera. Now, that ain't much better. That ain't much worse than what I do, okay? Like, I'm a streamer. I just sit in front of my camera and talk and clip those into videos. But, I mean, this dude, he knows what he's doing. He knows how to game the YouTube algorithm. He knows what kind of titles to use. I mean, God, let's look at this guy's videos. Let's look at his... I haven't covered him in a while, so I feel like many of you may be new to this, but just go to his videos page on his channel, and you'll be able to see what I'm talking about. Star Wars, Maximum Shill, CNN, and Nerdist blame Russians for The Last Jedi. YouTube purge lies. SJW horror film fails. The Game Awards still suck. SJW rage continues over Ghostbusters Afterlife. Star Wars drama, John Boyega forced to apologize. SJW's blown out by Gal Gadot on Wonder Woman. Thirstiest gamers ever exposed. Like, this dude knows what he's doing. He's going hardcore with the clickbait. He's going hard. And I get it. YouTube is a hustle. You have to survive. But this dude is not just pushing a reactionary ideology. He is also pushing... he is also a fucking grifter, right? Now, I did a video on the quartering. Like, a scripted, prepared video on the quartering. And I went over a shit ton of drama, shit ton of shady stuff he's done. Like, he has his own game review website. Actually, I'm going to switch over to this. He has his own game review website, too. And we went through the expenses and how much he asked for the website, and it was, like, way too much money than what he would actually need. Like, he claimed he needed $5,000 to make a YouTube channel, a Twitter, a Facebook, and it was some other, like, an Instagram account for his website. That was one of the milestones that he needed $5,000 for. $5,000, yeah, to make a Twitter, a YouTube, an Instagram, and a Facebook. So, this dude knows what he's doing. He's very greedy. Now, not only that, alright, I have a lot I want to say about this guy before we even get into his video here, because there's not going to be much substance in this video anyway. I mean, it's just mostly going to be me talking about what a shitty dude this is. Not only that, but he will do this thing where he'll challenge somebody he doesn't like to a debate, right? Okay, cool. Especially if you cover him. He did this with me. He did this with Destiny as well. What he'll do is he will he will challenge somebody when there's like a lot of people looking, like on Twitter or something. He'll challenge somebody to a debate when everyone's looking at, and he looks super cool saying, "Ha, debate me." But then if it isn't on that day or the next day, and there's enough time in between for people to kind of forget about it until it happens, he will flake out of it in DMs and be like really like he'll be really smug about him flaking out of the debate. He did it to me too, and he tried to do it with Destiny, but Destiny's fans kind of fucking exposed it. What he did with Destiny was he said, "Okay, Destiny, debate me." And so Destiny was on Twitter like, "All right, yeah, I'll debate you." And Destiny started watching the dude's videos. He spent like a whole stream, like 10 hours, watching TheQuartering's videos and writing up a document, just doing a bunch of shit to get ready for the debate with TheQuartering, right? And TheQuartering, 3 days later, the day before the debate, DMs Destiny saying, "By the way, I didn't actually plan on debating you anyway. Winky smiley face. But thanks for all the extra thanks for watching my content. Thank you for all the extra exposure." And then just ghosted him. Now, Destiny posted those screenshots, or made them public. I believe he put, like, they were on the Reddit. And people started shitting on TheQuartering for it, so then he did debate the Destiny, and he backpedaled and everything. That's what TheQuartering does. Literally the only actual, like, he doesn't have any principles. He doesn't have any conviction with what he believes. He just wants money. That's why they call him the Quivering, because he literally backpedals everything and pussies and flakes out of debates, you know? And so he also did this with me as well. Way back, like back in May, all right? I was a small channel. I think I had like 6,000 subs on YouTube, maybe even less. I covered TheQuartering on a live stream. It was like a small stream too. Like I had 50 viewers the whole time. It was nothing huge. And I covered him, and one day I do a viewer call-in stream, like a week later, just talking to my chat, and, you know, just talking to people who want to talk to me. And I was streaming for like 8 hours, and all of a sudden TheQuartering comes into my chat along with like a bunch of his fans. Like my view count goes from being like 40 or 50 to 500 out of nowhere. And I'm like, what the fuck? And people are spamming the N-word and the F-slur and all that shit. And I'm like, and I see TheQuartering say in chat, "Hey, I saw you made a video about me." So I challenged him to debate me, and after about, I would say, 10 minutes of us debating, like not even long enough that I would clip it and re-upload it, like barely any time, my fucking sound goes out on my computer. Like, it was really fucking weird too. Now they could hear me because I had I had Chad in the call with me. I think it was Chad, maybe Cinny, in the call with me as like a moderator, and I can't hear anything. They can hear me. I can't hear jack shit. Videos won't load. It seems like it's an issue with my internet. Possibly. It was really fucking weird. So I say, alright, I'm gonna restart my computer, restart the stream. I'll be back in less than 5 minutes because my computer loads up really fast. The internet here, there was pretty fast, and I did it. I turned off my computer, restarted it. He's gone by the time I get back and I'm live again. But he's still live on YouTube. So I go into his chat and I'm like, "Hey dude, I had some technical difficulty issues with my computer, but I'm back. Can you rejoin?" And he says no. That he's over it, but we can reschedule it for another time. So in DMs, we start rescheduling. We start lining up a new day, and we decide 1 week from then, the next Friday, we'll debate. That's the plan. I keep messaging him every night up until then, like, "Hey, you're still down for, what was it, like 8 p.m. Friday night?" He's like, "Yeah, I'm down." And we keep going over it up until Thursday night. I message him, and for the first night, he doesn't fucking respond. For the first night in all that week, he doesn't respond to my message. This is on Twitter, by the way. He doesn't respond to my message. So Friday morning, I'm like, "Hey, you down?" Doesn't respond to my message. Friday afternoon, you down? It's tonight. Doesn't respond to my message. Leaves me on red. Not just ignoring it, leaves me on red. That night, right before I start my stream, "Are you down?" Leaves me on red. I go live, and I just cover some random political shit. And that's all it was. Now, it wasn't just that, though. It didn't end there. A couple months later, like, this is like, God, what, 4 months later, Classic WoW comes out. So I'm live streaming some classic WoW, and it was like, back then I got no viewers when I did anything that wasn't political. So I had like, I don't know, maybe at most 12 viewers in that stream. But at this point in the stream, I had no one in chat. Chat was empty. Nobody. And the quartering comes in. Not a damn person is there. And the quartering says, yeah, no, I didn't plan on debating you, dude. And I was like, wait, what? I thought we were going to reschedule. And he says, why would I reschedule? I won by default. Because you left. And I was like, I didn't leave. I had to restart my computer. And he's like, yeah, sure, buddy. All right. I feel like I've taken enough time at the beginning of this video before covering this, but let's watch this.
Oh man, I hope this happens. We must all help Feminist Frequency make this happen. We have Bully Hunters 2.0 attempting to crowdfund about $25,000 to start a hotline that's going to fight against mean gamers. Now, if you don't remember the absolute hilarious train wreck that was Bully Hunters, let me give you a brief reminder. It all started out as the concept that if gamers were getting griefed in-game or people were being bullies to them, then a crack team of other gamers would go and grief that person. that was their pitch. They had this hilarious live stream, which I think has basically been scrubbed from the internet, but I hope it's out there somewhere, where Zombie Unicorn... Zombie Unicorn.
He's really padding for time here. I'm going to remind you, I have this turned up to 1.5 speed. Do you guys want to hear how slow he naturally talks? Hold on. Because this guy knows how to get that perfect time for the ad revenue here.
Attempts to read cue cards really awkwardly along with the other host, pretending that this is a live bully.
Okay, yeah. So this dude basically, I will give him one thing here. He knows how to pad for time and to fill up the dead air so that people will be willing to keep watching and just sit through the whole video. Just feed them what they already want to hear, the reactionary bullshit. Because with most gamers, you know, reactionary beliefs kind of come naturally. I don't know why. Like legit, I don't know why gamers happen to like reactionary content so much, but whew. Yeah, if you guys get timed out in Twitch chat, just join the website and talk in website chat. It's just way better. Like, I don't pay much attention to Twitch and YouTube chat. But alright, let's go.
They're hunting bullies for real. And then what it ended up being was a ridiculous marketing campaign to sell headphones. In fact, SteelSeries was behind some part of it, and I feel ashamed to own their products. Remember how this ended. Brandon Cook, FCB's global chief communication officer, told Polygon via email that the Bully Hunters program has come to an end. It lasted a day, maybe, probably minutes. As this effort did not live up to our high standards, we decided to end the program, but hope the conversation it raised around ending mean words in gaming continues. Cook added that...
Wait, why did he change harassment to mean words? Yeah, they're talking about harassment. You don't have to replace it with mean words. Does he not think that, like, harassment in the gaming scene can happen? Is he that much of a boomer? I mean, it does. I mean, would you consider, like, DDoSing and doxing online harassment or just mean words? You do realize that harassment doesn't just encompass shit-talking each other online, right?
FCB is looking forward to finding new, more effective...
Well, no, he's not dumbing it down for his audience as much as you may want to think that's what he's doing. What I think he's doing here is he's trying to strawman the position of the people here. Now, I didn't agree with the Bully Hunters now, and I don't agree with it now, and I didn't agree with it back when it happened. I thought it was ridiculous. I mean, so for the most part, like, let's be honest here, the Bully Hunters thing was a corporation, SteelSeries, trying to exploit an ideology, feminism, and an actual issue in the gaming community in order to make money. It's fucking capitalism running rampant. It's just how that fucking works, okay? And so the problem is, and this is something reactionaries do quite a bit, is instead of blaming the corporations and their incentive and the economic system that is incentivizing them, in fact, to do these things, instead he is blaming the ideology that is being taken advantage of here. So, feminism wants to acknowledge the issue, or feminists, I should say, want to acknowledge the issue of harassment in gaming. Because women are overwhelmingly harassed in the gaming scene. It fucking happens. I mean, every time I have to cover this topic, I gotta bring up this fucking, this channel. Now, if you are a girl in chat right now and you play in online games, then you may want to check out this series. It's called Oh My God, a Girl. And so this is just a video, or a series I should say, of what happens when she plays an online game, for example, Rainbow Six Siege.
So people don't seem to believe me when I say I have to listen to a lot of weird shit while playing games because I'm a girl. Sometimes it's funny and other times it's disgusting. So here...
Let's just watch a little bit of this.
Why are you still here?
And I'm gonna fucking die. Oh my god, go fuck yourself!
Shut up. Can you do me a favor and give me a poppy bagel with the extra cream, please? Ma'am? Yes?
Not like us.
Oh, after you team killed me twice, I don't think so.
Swapping man!
I'm a homosexual, so I do not care for the opinions of women.
Oh, that's a woman. I thought it was just a 12-year-old.
We need your bitch ass to win.
Like right by the garage door.
Is that a grill?
No, I don't know.
Alright. I think you guys kind of get the point. This is a 7-minute video, and it's part of a whole series. Spontaneous, on YouTube. Check them out. So clearly, if you're a girl and you play games online, you gotta deal with a lot of bullshit. It's pretty annoying, clearly. So, this is an issue in the gaming scene, right? Generally, if at least when I was younger, you know, being a gamer, or I don't call myself a gamer anymore because it's cringe as fuck. I call myself a connoisseur of the gaming landscape. But when I was younger and I was super in favor of you know, the gaming community, and I wanted the gaming to be as good as possible, I wanted gaming to grow. This should be pretty fucking obvious if you were a gamer and you want the gaming community to grow. So making the gaming community more inclusive just kind of seems like an obvious good thing to me. I don't know, maybe I'm too naive or something, or maybe I'm too nice, or I'm too nice of a person, but I want the gaming community to grow. Okay? But it seems like people like TheQuartering, who claim to love gaming and to love nerd culture, don't want that. But alright then.
Ways in the future to fight mean words in gaming, and we'll share details on those when they're ready. I guess, you know, it's been a year now, so any day now. The sole creator of the campaign was FCB Chicago, Cook said. Basically, the brands were like, dude, this was so bad, you need to take all the blame. All other organizations mentioned in the campaign did not provide any kind of financial or formal sponsorship. Okay. In most cases, they were just support.
He's just gonna read the... Okay, so if you guys don't know what TheQuartering does, lucky you. All TheQuartering does in his videos is, if he's covering a topic like this, is he just reads the article and, like, cut in whenever, and that's his video, and it gets, God, how many views does this have? 127K in 4 days. Wow, that stings. Breadtube doesn't really pull these numbers on most channels. I mean, like, the biggest Breadtubers out there are Sean, ContraPoints, list the bigger Breadtubers. They pull these numbers, but your average Breadtuber doesn't really pull numbers like this, unfortunately. Yeah, H-Bomber guy, true. Why are you guys spamming F? Big Joel, yeah. Why are you spamming F? Did the website go out? PhilosophyTube, they get those numbers, yeah. Stream is down. Fine for me. Oh, the stream's still up. Would you count Shu? No, Shu's not really a Breadtuber. Technically not. Yeah, I don't... So here's the issue. So TheQuartering's just going to read this off, and I think I can safely assume what this is going to be. Yeah, this is just TheQuartering for about 15 minutes going over the details of this thing. Now, I do not like bully hunters. I feel I should probably clarify this. I do not like the idea. Well, the idea of bully hunters is neat, I guess. I like the sentiment behind it. The idea of I like the idea of trying to make the gaming community more inclusive to more groups, particularly women. You know, that's nice, cool, awesome. However, to anybody, any leftist should be able to tell that Bully Hunters was a capitalists trying to take advantage of feminism and an issue that actually exists in the gaming community in order to make more money. Now, reactionaries, unfortunately, will not talk about that. They won't say, oh, this is corporations being greedy and trying to make money by exploiting an ideology. They blame the ideology, not the corporations. You know, like you said, you know, and I almost feel bad about owning SteelSeries products. I mean, he said that, but he's still going to buy SteelSeries products. You know, it's not really going to affect very much of his opinion of the company at the end of the day. He's still going to buy a fucking SteelSeries keyboard, SteelSeries mouse, headphones, anything like that. However, I would like to point out he's still going to continue to blame feminism for this. He thinks the problem here is feminism. In reality, it's capitalism. And I've maintained this belief for a while now that really most issues that like a reactionary gamer can think of that they have with the gaming community or that they see as a problem, it's an issue with capitalism. I mean, all of them, really. That's what it always ends up being. Loot boxes, capitalism, God, list an issue with that gamers have with gaming right now. Loot boxes is like a big one. Video games as a service, capitalism. What else? Logitech all the way. I don't even have any. And this is a Logitech headset, but I don't have SteelSeries or Logitech. Pay to win shit. Yeah. Forced diversity. Well, that's just being a Nazi. EA existing is a big one. The dying off of single player games, single player story based games. You're seeing game companies are going way more towards. They're leaning way more towards the multiplayer aspect because it's harder to pirate multiplayer games, and it's and they can make more money off of that because they can use the incentive of other players, like with cosmetics and things like that. The incentive of other players having like skins and certain cosmetics in order to incentivize other players to spend money in order to get certain items. You're right about that one. What else? The existence of Fallout 76, yeah, cash grab. Annoying pandering, yeah, like the really, like the cringy shit, like with Miss Monopoly, yeah. What else? DRM. Did you guys see, I was on Reddit the other day, I was on r/piracy, and I see this post on there, showing, they just recently were able to fully remove Denuvo, which if you don't know, Denuvo is it is a DRM program built into games nowadays in order to try to prevent the games from getting cracked and thus becoming available for free. But the problem with DRM, especially like Denuvo, is it takes like a month to crack at most, and for people who actually do own the game, it results in really bad performance issues. Or always online DRM, that's a big one too. Capitalism. Corporations want money. So the issues that we were seeing is with the game Assassin's Creed Origins is that it was having trouble running on really good systems. Like you needed a ridiculously good CPM or CPU to be able to handle the DRM on Assassin's Creed Origins. It was really fucking bad. Recently, a cracked version of Origins was finally released that was completely able to strip the DRM out of the program. The game no longer has the DRM there, runs better. Like, it runs like 12% better, which may not sound like much, but when we're talking frames, like when we're talking like playable being 60 or 30 frames depending on your standards, 12% increase in performance is significant, especially when the pirated version is a better experience than the paid for version. The people who are actually paying for the game are having a worse experience than the people who are pirating it. Just like to point that out. These are all problems with capitalism. All of them. Now, I've heard the argument that like, oh, but if we didn't have capitalism, why would people make games? Fuck off. Most of, like, literally some of the most influential games in existence were made explicitly without revenue in mind. Like Minecraft, the most popular game in existence right now. I'm taking off the headphones for this. This is gonna be a rant. Minecraft, the most popular game in the world right now, besides Fortnite, was made without any monetary incentive. Now, fuck Notch. Notch is a Nazi. But was made without any monetary incentive. I mean, in interviews, Notch was like, yeah, I didn't expect to make any money off of this up until like 2011 and 2012. I just made the game because I thought it would be fun. I had a really cool idea, and I wanted to go through with it. And because of that, because of no profit incentive, and instead actual inspiration, we saw one of the best games, in my opinion, the best game ever made, but in many other opinions, one of the best games ever made. No fucking profit incentive. Chad, you're right. D&D, Dungeons and Dragons, was made by Gary Kayaks, because he had a shit ton of fun with his friends playing the game they made up and wanted to share the experience. They didn't plan to make a shit ton of money off of it. They just said, hey, we have a really good idea, we have a lot of fun with it ourselves, let's release it to the world. Some of the most important things ever introduced to the human fucking race were made without monetary incentive. The polio vaccine, the guy who made the polio vaccine, I forget what his name is, didn't even monetize it. He didn't patent it. He just made it a public thing that you could... He didn't patent the polio vaccine. And it saved possibly millions of people's lives? But yeah, I mean, going back to TheQuartering, the dude is a filthy fucking grifter, alright? Who uses the implicit reactionary beliefs that are so prevalent in the gaming community right now in order to milk every topic that could possibly get the attention from the anti-SJW gamer crowd, all the money that he can get out of them, and he's also blaming issues that he sees with the gaming community on SJWs, when in reality the culprit is capitalism, like it always is. But I could probably rant about TheQuartering forever. If you have any disagreements with anything I've said, join my fan Discord, link in the description, and you can debate me live on stream in front of the whole world. I'll be down to do it. Capitalism more like crapitalism. True. Cuck-fapitalism.